You know why you'll always find contradictions in the Bible? Because when our ancestors that sold out on us, that were forced to write the Bible, they didn't completely sell out on us. They only did what they had to do to keep us alive. Because if we were dead, they would still took our ancient scrolls and texts and did whatever they wanted to do to it. So you might as well be alive. The thing is, when they were forced to write whatever Ptolemy Soter wanted them to write, what they did was they left little needles or little pinpoints and little footnotes in there that make you think, why would Jesus say that? And then turn around and say that. Because they want you to believe that this is an actual God. But the people who were forced to write that was letting you know, hey, heaven is within. You don't have to, basically, you too are gods. And then they left it alone. That is the truth. The truth is in there. But it's like a needle in a haystack. You really have to use your eyes and your ears and your mind so you can see. The whole time it's about a man coming from heaven because he's a miraculous conception. He's letting us know that we are all miraculous conception. That we don't have to go through this false priest to get to God because heaven is within. And if God is in heaven, then and heaven is within, then God is within. We don't have to die. We can live. And then they did say that God is, the true God is the God of the living, not the God of the dead. The religion wants you to believe that you have, that the end is coming, that Jesus is coming back. But when you read the Bible, Jesus is actually telling the people he rocking with, yo, when I come back, y'all go do this, y'all gonna do that, and all y'all gonna be with me on that last day. I promise you, heaven and earth won't move until what I say come to pass. I mean, you can take that to the bank and cash it. Like, they was talking like that back then, but we have to read it with an ancient mind, not with modern eyes, because we're not going to see anything. We're not going to be looking at the right thing. They have changed so much stuff over the years. You have to go back before things were corrupt to understand why they were useful to that people at that time. When you have immigrants coming in, and I mean the Romans, Greeks, white people, Europeans, those are immigrants. Even to this very day. When these immigrants come into the Bible, they have their ways. Like, white people don't use washcloth. Black people do. White people face a certain way when they shower. Black people do. I mean, we can change these things, but when the majority of people that don't use washcloths try to force everybody not to use washcloths, we're going to have a problem. So, I mean, that's not really what happened, but I'm just trying to get y'all to understand, because y'all modern minded. So I had to use some modern examples, the way Jesus would use old examples like ants and stuff, so they would understand. But there are going to be certain scriptures in the Bible that are meant for you to decode the truth. The truth is, there is no rapture. There is no tribulation. There is no second coming. There is none of that. But they want you to believe it. But when you really read the Bible, and I mean it's in there, it's telling you who the people were that were in that mountain, telling the mountain to fall on them. And when you decode the word, said, who are we? Like, who is we in the book of Revelation? They'll take you back to the Old Testament. They'll take you back to the New Testament. All of those things happen literally upon that generation, according to the Bible. The fact that we think that this is going to happen to us, the fact that our grandma died thinking that it was going to happen to them, and her mother, her grandparents thought that it was going to happen to them, proves that this is never going to happen. You know those little conversations when they say, those born of a woman can only be such and such? those born of a woman. He who is born of a woman, which means you have to be human. If you're born of a woman, that means that you are not a created creature. That means that you are actually living, a being, a person, not an entity in a creative form, but actual, a real life person. That conversation was strategically put there by the sellouts when they wrote this Bible under force to let you know this image that they are trying to get y'all to worship, this image, this false Christ, is not a real person. He's never been born of a woman. That's why they took our set from the sacred triad, the Holy Mother, Holy Father, and the Holy Son, Osiris, Haru, and Aset. They took the mother, the Theotokos, the mother of God, out of that and created Mary. That's why you see Mary nursing. But if you look at, the old Mary, Aset, you see that she was nursing before this image was. The created image of Serapis Christos, which is now Jesus Christ, has never been born of a woman, which is why the religion is false. The belief is false. And bad things are happening because people are giving their power to the beast. The beast is Rome. The heads of the beast are the hilltops of Rome. It was never a real dragon. But if you want to be peculiar, Yahweh is depicted as a dragon-like substance or a dragon-like creature. The real God is alive. God is born of a woman. The false God is dead. He's a created creature, meaning he was never born of a woman. The woman, the Theotokos, the mother of God, is God, the goddess. But how do you get the Son of God from the Father God with no mother goddess? It's typical in the Christian community to only give honor to the Father and the child. But you're not going to give honor to the goddess, which is why women in this lower realm we need support. We need more equality, women's rights. Y'all not giving honor to the goddess, and therefore she is absent here in this realm. But the moment you acknowledge and honor the mother and the father, abundance will come, protection will come on both sides. You have to be very careful on what you believe in, what you believe on, because the information that we have, it's been corrupted, and you have to know nothing in order to learn, or you have to let go of what you think you already know in order to learn more. You have to prove yourself wrong just to make sure you're right, because information is that filtered. That's why I say discern the information that you get, and always research the origin of your belief, because you might not be believing in the truth. When you spell the word believe out, you cannot spell the word belief without the word lie in it. What you believe on may not necessarily be true. It may be a lie. And sometimes that's all right, because affirmations are a positive way to lie to yourself for the better good. You speak it as if it is so. You lie to yourself until you believe it, until it happens. Manifesting, kind of really attracting. What you believe on is like giving energy and power to something. So if it's a lie that you believe in, you giving a lie power. You entertaining it. But if you know the facts and know the truth, and your belief stems from that, then your belief will be based off facts. And that becomes faith.